Hi, Duke Dogs. We're at my house and we're going to talk about levers. Some people call them levers, but I call them levers. And I have this cool book here called Levers. It's got a picture of a boy on the front using a lever to have fun with in the sand. Now, if we remember from before spring break, a lever is a simple machine. And simple machines help us do work. I bet you didn't know that a bottle opener is a lever. The book says that every lever is made of a bar, which moves and turns, and every lever has a fulcrum. That's a place that doesn't move. And there's almost always a load and effort. Effort is what you have to do to lift your load. Now, these girls are on a seesaw that the book calls a teeter-totter, and a teeter-totter or seesaw is a lever. I have here an example of a lever that we use in our homes. A hammer. And I'm going to use the hammer to get the nail out of the wood. Now, a thing that we notice about levers is that a lot of times a lever involves pushing down to lift something up or lifting up to push something down. I'm going to demonstrate pushing down to lift the nail up out of the wood. So I'm going to put the nail in the claw and I'm going to pull down on it. And it pulls the nail right out of the board. So that's a lever. We're going to hammer some more when we go back to school. We will practice using our safety practices. Now, also, as another example of how a lever works, if you remember when you lifted Miss Joe, you remember that? Oh, yes. I got from the downstairs at my house, I got 2 weights that are not the same size. Are they? This one says it's 7.5 pounds. And this one says it's 2.5 pounds. So we're going to see how this lever is going to work and whether or not we can make them balance. Do you think we can make them balance? I bet it has to do with the length of the lever. So this is our bar according to the definition in the book. And I'm going to show you how to use some effort with a load. Here's our load. It's 7.5 pounds. It's kind of heavy. And I put some tape on my bar so that the weights would not slide right off. So I'm going to put 7.5 pounds on here. And I'm going to make my lever very short. So, no. Yes, the lever is very short. And the load is on the long end. And the fulcrum is right here. The fulcrum carries the weight. So I'm going to see how hard this is. Oh, goodness. That's pretty hard with my lever being very short. But if I make my lever really long, oh, that is much easier to lift. Now, here's my scientific question. Do you think we can balance 7.5 pounds with 2.5 pounds? Do you think we can make it balance if we put the fulcrum right in the middle? Let's try. Didn't even move 7.5 pounds. Which way should we move the fulcrum? Should I move it towards the small weight? Nope. I think we should move it this way and make the lever longer and the load closer to the fulcrum. Oh, we're not there yet. I put a piece of tape on there so it wouldn't slide too much. Oh dear, it still won't balance. Can we make it balance? Let's scoot it a little more. Oh, it's easier to lift. I think it's going to balance about right there. It's not perfectly flat, but it's balancing. So our lever, it has to be really long when we're using a bigger weight on that end. I think that is why there's a picture in our book of some children that look very tired. Wonder why the girl and boy on this end look tired and a little frustrated. Well, Duke Dogs, I hope that you can find something at your house that you can turn into a lever. I thought about this. I got bubbles like I do at school. You could make a seesaw for some of your friends. I don't know if the monkey's going to balance with Piggy. I might have to work with the fulcrum a little. Are you okay, Piggy? Yes, Miss Joe. I'll be just fine. Good. I'll help them seesaw some more later. Well, Duke Dogs, I hope you enjoyed your lever lesson, and we will talk some more about simple machines tomorrow. And please check out the video of me and Miss Tiffany on the big lever balancing.